of the quote. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Say what's good, what's going on, what's cracking, Pride Castle. What's your name?
Carson.
Hey, mommy, daddy.
Mama.
So today, guys, we are on our way to Nationwide Hospital in Columbus for Carson. Carson was born with a rare condition called cloacoextrophy. And cloacoextrophy consists of, as a boy, because a boy and a girl can get it, for a boy being born with their genitals missing, their bladder exposed. So when he was born, his bladder was outside of his body.
Outside of his skin.
Yes. He only had one kidney, and it wasn't that good of a kidney. He has a peripheral anus, which consists of him not being able to have a regular buttocks. Yeah, but we are on our way to Columbus so he could see the nephrologist, the kidney doctor, so she can check out his kidney and everything. They had got labs for him the last time we was there, and everything was pretty good. But this is our first time going to Nationwide nephrologist. We used to go to Akron's Children in Akron, and they were awesome, and they're great. But I wanted to have him somewhere where they specialize, yeah, in his condition, because that would make me more comfortable, and you know, all of that. So yeah, but Carson is a little warrior. He has been through what, about how many surgeries? Maybe 5. He had a surgery the first,
I think the day after, 2 days after.
yeah, like within 24 hours at Warren. When Carson was born, when I found out about Carson, I had got blood work done for him when I was pregnant with him, and they were telling me that he was a boy through the blood work. So 6 years ago, I lost a baby at 33 weeks. I lost my second son at 33 weeks. And he had a cord accident. The cord went around his neck. So with Carson, I was considered high risk. I'm sorry, y'all see that pimple? It hurt too. But so I was considered high risk for Carson. And when we went to the high risk doctor for our first appointment, I think we was this our first appointment, or was we supposed to be getting their gender or something?
No, we went to that high risk doctor because, what was it because of?
I was considered high risk because I had a baby that died.
Yeah, no,
so
but
I
thought
automatically
they sent us there for a specific reason. Though.
That is the reason.
Because you're high risk.
Right. Because I had a baby that died before that, so they automatically made me high risk.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know that.
So that's what sent us there, because we didn't know nothing about what was going on with Carson until we got there.
Right. That ain't the reason.
So that's not, yeah. So when we did get there, you know,
we had a couple ultrasounds.
Yeah, we had a couple ultrasounds.
Didn't really know.
We had about 3 techs coming in and out because they couldn't figure out. Like, they were like, "Are you sure it's a boy or whatever?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like that's what the blood work says." So then, you know, I'm thinking to myself, like, oh my gosh, it's a girl. Like, oh my gosh. And, but I was starting to get anxious because I'm just like, what we not seeing here?
Because even with cloacal extrophy, you won't really see. One of the main things that we didn't see was his bladder filling up. And the doctor was always trying to figure out where his urine and things like that were going. What's it called? Fluid, amniotic fluid.
Yeah.
The amniotic fluid wasn't building up nowhere and it wasn't collecting anywhere. So we didn't know what was really going on. And then pretty much we had to figure out what was going on with Carson after he was born.
Yeah. But while we were there at the high risk doctor, like I said, a couple texts came in and everybody couldn't figure out what was going on. So finally, I guess they took a couple pictures and then the doctor went over those pictures before he came in the room. So when he came in the room, he was just like, this isn't here, that's not there. It was just like,
it wasn't adding up.
No, not even that. It was just like, you know, doctors can be so like nonchalant, like, because that's their job and they're not, you know, I don't know, but doctors aren't always compassionate, and that's just one thing that kind of like, you know,
right, they just getting their job done.
Yeah, it drives me crazy. And on top of that, I already didn't know what he was talking about, so all I heard was this wasn't there, that wasn't there. And then everything just went blank for me. And I just started crying. And my older sister and Kenny was there. And they got up and they started holding my hands. And I'm just boo crying. And my sister was asking the doctor about, like, you know, what's this mean and all of that. So, you know, he explained to her. And after that, you know, we tried to do as much research as we can. But we never came up with cloacal extrophy. Like, we Googled so many different things, but we never came up with cloacal extrophy. We didn't know what was going on.
This disease is a rare disease. It happened in like every 200 kids, every 200,000 kids.
So then, you know, we kept going to our appointments, and they were just, you know, he was good.
Yeah, he was healthy. It was just,
yeah, he was growing and all of that.
Find his right kidney. And then they would, like, because even in a couple of the ultrasounds, they would see his testicles. They would see like significant things about him, but they wasn't able to see his whole body.
Yeah. And then so after that, you know, like I said, we went to our couple appointments. He was growing, he was doing good. And then at 37 weeks, I was at home, Kenny was at work, and I went to the bathroom. I woke up and I went to the bathroom. I think it was like 6 something in the morning. And I went to the bathroom and I peed regularly, and I was cool. I went back to my bed, y'all. As soon as I got back in my bed, I mean a gush. Just now with Jace, I didn't. I was induced, so I don't know nothing about your water breaking or none of that, because I was induced with him. But with Carson, so I'm asleep, I wake up or whatever, and yeah, like I said, it was a gush that came out, so I'm like, what was that? So I jumped up real quick, I run to the bathroom, and I'm just peeing as I'm going, I'm like, oh, take a tub. So I called my sister. I was staying with my sister, and my sister called bolting down the steps, like, oh my God. So I'm texting one of these nurse practitioners that I was real cool with, and I'm like, you know, I don't know what this is or whatever. She's like, yeah, your water bursts, so you need to get ready to go to the hospital. I'm like, oh my God, I ain't never had this happen before. I don't know nothing about going to labor. I thought as soon as your water break that you just start getting contractions and the baby is on the way. So I'm losing it. I'm like, oh, I'm having a heart attack. So I called Kenny, you know, Kenny like, shoot, he on the way or whatever. Took a little minute, but he arrived.
was at work, y'all.
He should have bolted out of there. You understand me?
I did.
He should have bolted out of there. But he made it. And he made it. And my mom and everybody was up, get ready. Mom's had to smoke her a couple packs because she was definitely anxious. Everybody was. I just called my aunt before I left and I like, please pray for me.
And all the ultrasounds, it was really hard to see what was really going on with Carson. So we was really nervous about him coming, but we wanted to see him in person so we can know exactly what was going on.
Yeah. So when we got to the hospital, you know, I went to the pregnancy floor or whatever, and I told them like, you know, I'm in labor or whatever, and they got me upstairs, and I walked through the hall, and I was just still gushing. So when I got there, you know, we changed out of my clothes, got me all prepped and everything like that. I had a wonderful nurse. I cannot remember her name, but she was heaven sent, because before we went there, I was telling Kenny, I was like, God, I just, you know, this is already like a hard situation. I just pray that my nurse is wonderful. You know, my nurse with my second son, when I had my stillborn baby, she was a little rude. She wasn't compassionate, and it really, like, it was hard. But we'll get into that story another day. But this one was very, very nice, and she was so lovely. You know, all the family got up there, and Karson came out pretty fast. It was like every 2 hours I started to I started to dilate. Yeah, like every 2 hours, and then next thing you knew, he was here. Pushed him out. Boom. It was quick. It was easy. Yeah. So when he came out,
you got my phone, man?
when he came out, yeah, my arm hurt, I'm sorry. When he came out, they immediately, we had to go to a cardiologist with Carson while I was pregnant, so she could check on his heart, because they were seeing like, like a heart murmur. So
very small.
Yes. So I forgot we had seen a cardiologist while I was pregnant.
Even before he was born, they had a little plan for him with the surgery.
Yep. And with the NICU.
Yeah.
So we knew automatically once he was born, he was gonna have to go to the NICU.
Either in Boardman or in Akron.
Right. We from Ohio. So when we had him at Boardman Hospital, Mercy, the NICU was in there. They was already in the room while, you know, I was delivering and everything, just in case anything. So when he came out, they took him over to the bed to examine the babies as they do, and they took Kenny with him.
Show me everything that was going on with him.
And I was
at that point,
at
I
the
seen
bed.
his bladder outside of his body.
Yeah, and I was still over there in the bed. I see, baby, I see. I was still over there in the bed. No, it's too much water in there. I know, baby. And we'll swim like a sea lion, like a what they call it?
Sea monster.
Sea monster. So I know.
He can also swim.
Oh, okay. So, like I said, Carson, you know, I know Bruno in there. Sister Bruno. So anyway, I was still in the bed at the time, and Carson, Kenny was over there with Carson, and then the head doctor came over to me and my mom, and she said, I only thing I can remember her saying is that they gonna have to transport him to Akron, in Akron, Ohio. And I'm like, huh? What'd you say? So I just start crying. My mom's like, what happened? What did she say? And I'm like, they gonna take my baby. And my mom's like, what? So then my mom went to go find out what's going on. A lot of stuff was a blur. I'm gonna insert some clips of Carson when he was getting transported up there or whatever. Once he they let me hold him, you know, and him was crying, and I didn't see anything. This is a beautiful little baby, and you know, he was all wrapped up, and I was just talking to him, and he was calmed down after that. And then, you know, they took him from me, and it was.
Has your scent? Okay.
He is just so cute.
He is. He adorable.
He's like a little handsome. Those fat old cheeks. Oh, wait, Nana, I heard you not talk no stuff about
So,
my cheeks.
in the baby's nose, we have something that's just bringing pressure out of everything in the stomach. It's just down to the stomach. It's just so that we're gonna empty it, keep it decompressed. Okay? It doesn't. He's not in any pain. Okay? Okay. Okay,
Right
honey.
behind you, buddy.
We're gonna get going. We'll take good care of him. We do not go lights and sirens. We're a big truck.
Very hard because they had to transport my baby. They didn't have to go by helicopter. They went by the trucks, and Kenny got to follow behind. So he went up there with Carson, and well, I stayed back. And my family stayed with me for as long as possible, and then they ended up going home. So I was at the hospital all night by myself, in pain. My back was killing me. No, my stomach, I think, was killing me. Now, you know, being a mother who had already lost a baby, that was tragedy enough and traumatic enough. And then being in the hospital years later, having another baby, and then your baby getting taken from you, and you hearing other people babies crying, and you just in that room by yourself. It ain't nothing like that. It ain't nothing like that type of pain. So, you know, and then I was in pain all night, and me and Kenny just was calling all night, like I couldn't sleep. And I just was seeing him, and I'm like, what? You know, I was so terrified to find out what was wrong with him. And so it literally took me a while, because I just couldn't collect it. I couldn't grasp it. I just couldn't get it. My heart just was so just done. And so I was just praying that, you know, the next day hurry up and come so I could get to my baby.
They actually let you leave the hospital early.
I ain't leave the hospital till like, I think 1 something.
No, I mean like in the sense of days. You remember?
Well, yeah, you only stay an extra day. You don't really stay that long unless something wrong. But sometimes the doctor has to get to other people, so you might be there till nighttime, depending on when he gets to other people. And I think he got to me first, so I can hurry up and go. So once, you know, I don't know what time it was. Like I said, I think it was 1 something. By the time I got up there, my mom and my aunt drove me up there, and you know, they were just talking to me and telling me like to prepare, you know, for what I may see or whatever. And I just remember walking into the room and seeing this beautiful little baby. Oh, it's so beautiful. And like I said, it took a lot for me to look at my baby for a long time. Like, we stayed at the NICU for a whole month. It was the day before he turned a month old, we went home.
It was just like, I don't know what to call it, but I'm blessed that he's here. It's a humbling experience, that's what I will say.
Yeah, definitely. And he was put into the right family, and he was put into
Exactly where he's supposed to be.
And although he's 3, he's experienced so much. We've been on this journey with him, experienced so much. I've been in and out of hospitals and seen all different type of children. And say to the people out there is, you know, to be blessed, be grateful, and be, you know,
be thankful that it's not worse than it is.
Right, because it can always be worse than it is. And that's something that, you know, I'm learning now. I've seen so many different families, and I've watched so many different videos of different children, and the strength of a mother is tremendous. And even as a father, Kenny is one of the best fathers I know. Like, this man taught me how to do a Carson's bag, because I literally couldn't get with it, y'all. I couldn't get with it. I was just mentally unstable. But Kenny, he rocks. He's the best father I know. And I know that if I'm not with my baby and he's with his daddy, everything is straight. Because he gonna do it all. He gonna do it all. And he loved his daddy. Carson is a daddy boy for sure. Like, he loved me, but this boy is obsessed with his daddy, y'all. He think his daddy is Superman, okay? For real. But let that boy get sick or something. Here come little Nick-Nick to the rescue. Yeah, but just what, 2 weeks ago now, or 3?
It was up here?
Yeah.
I think what? Was that 2 weeks ago? I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Was it 2?
We was up here 3 weeks. We was up here 2 weeks back to back though, because we had went to the water park up here too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that was what, 2 weeks ago. We had came to the doctor. She had to stay for what, 3 days.
Up here? Yeah, we stayed for 3 days. 2 days?
He had to
We
go
was
to
up
the
here for
doctor
3.
for 2 days, but we was up
Right.
here for 3.
Yeah. And then with that, this was his first time coming up here to get a procedure done. He had a urodynamics done and some other procedures, which was for his bladder, to see how his bladder is doing and check on his renal function and all of that stuff. Y'all, literally, like, everything with Carson, it's like, you know, when some conditions, like if your child has autism or Down syndrome or cancer or something like that, doctors know about that stuff. And I mean, it's just, I'm pretty sure it's like, you know, easy to catch on. This is what we gotta do. Boom, 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 boom.
There's so much research and so many procedures that's already been done for those symptoms.
Yes.
Diseases.
But with Carson's condition, you don't know too many people with this.
It's like an ongoing learning process.
Yeah,
even
definitely.
for the doctors.
Definitely. And, you know, these doctors have experienced people with cloaca, and they have experienced them become adults, you know, and all of that. And even today, today is August 12th, we have to speak with those same doctors, the urologist and the other man, the urologist and I forget.
You talking about Woods, Dr. Woods?
Yes. The neurologist, the urologist. Okay, we just go. I know we gotta talk to the urologist and the other man who did the procedure with.
That was general surgery.
Yeah, general surgery about since Carson has that one kidney, all Carson does is leak all day. He just urines. He doesn't have a stop or go. He just urines all day long. So with the one kidney, they're trying to save his kidney. So they're trying to figure out if there's 2 options, to either cath him or give him another bag, because he already wears an ostomy bag for his stool. So we have to figure out today when we talk to the doctors what we are going to decide for him. And it's so hard because as a parent, we got to make those decisions. And Carson don't get to have a say-so of, I don't want to do that, or I'm cool with that, you know? And that is very hard and heartbreaking.
Because we're trying to do what's best for him.
Definitely trying to do what's best for him. And I'm praying that every decision that we make has been best for him. And I pray all the time, you know, I'm very spiritually connected with God, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my children. And even though this is a journey, this is a hill to climb, I wouldn't trade it for nothing, because he is my strength. He is what gets me through, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard, it really is. You know, we can go places and Carson's back can start leaking and we have to pull over, or, you know, like, yeah, it could just be anything, you know, and that could just not ruin our day, but it could just like put a damper in it. Yeah, you know, and it'd be hard, you know. He don't understand, you know. And yeah, when we were just in Columbus at the water park, when Carson goes to the water parks, or in the water, in the pools or anything, I put him on a swimmers, and then I put a extra pamper, or it's like the swimmers, another swimmers, and I cut it and I wrap that part and I put that part around his bag, so that way his bag won't get wet. And then I put his little a swim suit on. And when we were there last time, he did great. He does great throughout the water, thank God. We never had no problems with it, like none of that, thank you Jesus. But when we got to the hotel, we started to run out of bags. They were giving us some bags that was for him for when he was little.
We was running out of bags up in Columbus, so we had got to our last bag and we was at the hotel, so we ended up changing them. And it was like she said, it was the smaller bags from when he was younger. So being that he had the smaller bag on,
sir.
He had ended up leaking again throughout the night when we was sleeping, and that was our last bag. So me and Nika, we getting frustrated. We to the point where we upset, crying.
It's like, what, 3 in the morning?
Yeah, it's like 3 in the
and
morning
I'm like,
at this point.
My baby had leaked on the whole hotel bed, y'all.
If the bags was, if we had something to work with.
Soaked. And by the grace of God, I just, you know, being a mom, I woke up out of my sleep and I'm just like, you know, because he was laying on his stomach. Yeah. So I always like to try to move him around, because I don't want the bed, because I know that he can get aired up and it'll bust or leak, you know. So I happened to just move him, and I mean, the bed was soaked. I'm like, oh my God. And we didn't have a piece that was missing to the bed. So it's 3-something in the morning, and I'm like, Jesus, we gotta go. Yeah, we got to go home.
We was about to pack our stuff up at 3 in the morning and go home.
So I talked to my mom, and my family was up there with us too, yeah. And they were all in the same hotel with us. And my mom woke up and I was crying. My mom came and she in the room with us, and she was talking to us and trying to give us different things, you know, to help out. And, you know, she was telling us, like, y'all don't gotta leave, don't leave or whatever, you know. Like, you know, let them sleep and y'all get some rest or whatever. It's gonna be all right. So, you know, us being the parents we is and learning by day, we make things up, and we just try to make things shake for him. And what did we end up doing?
Somehow we found a bag.
Yeah.
And then that morning I went to the store, got some gauzes and things, patched him up, made sure that he wasn't gonna leak on his clothes or outside of his skin or whatnot. So we wouldn't have to leave earlier than everybody else, because I know he wanted to stay there, and I know our other son Jace wanted to stay too. So,
and it get hard when you have a child with a condition and then you have a child that doesn't, because it's not that everything revolves around Carson, but like you got to make adjustments in between for him. And Jace never gets like upset or nothing like that. Like, he loves his brother.
He always understands.
And yeah, he understands for a young age. He's 7. He understands, you know, his brother's condition or whatever. And he, you know, I try to talk to him about certain things with his brother, you know, all the time. So he won't feel left out or feel like, you know, like, why can't we do this or whatever, you know, because of my brother. You know, he's really understandable. Yeah, like he really is. He's very understandable, and that's a blessing in one.
And we always keep him, like, they never apart either. So
No.
everything Carson does, Jace does, and everything Jace does, Carson does.
Yes, and Carson is treated just as normal as anybody else. This is the rest of the children, you know. And he sometimes, you know, he sees his brother using the bathroom and stuff, and he wants to use the bathroom. So there's times where we set him on the toilet so he can, you know, go to the bathroom, and we'll go empty his bag out in the toilet. And he know about if he leaking, he know if he need to be changed, and he when, you know, when it come down to doctors and stuff, he be asking us questions and stuff like that. Like, he's a very, very smart 3-year-old. He's very smart. And y'all see my baby Afro?
Say what's up, Car. Say what's up, Pride Castle.
Handsome boy. Y'all, he want to act like a baby so bad. It's days where Carson want to act like he, like, I don't know how old. Then there's days where he want to be a baby. And I'm like, boy, you is not no baby. You is 3. Almost 4. Stop. Let it go. You're not a baby anymore. Is you out your mind, sir? You big as me. I'm not picking you up. But he's a ball of fun. He's a ball of fun. But yeah, so we on our way up here, and I'm gonna hit y'all back once we get in here, see what this neurologist is talking about, and show y'all the hospital. It's so big.
It's nice.
It's nice. It's huge. We love it. It's a distance. It's like 2 hours and 37 minutes from our home, but for him, we're gonna cross the world.
It's worth it.
We're gonna cross the world. We're gonna do whatever we need to do for him.
Agri Children's was great, but he need as much experience as he can get.
Absolutely. But love y'all. We'll check back in with y'all soon. Peace. So hey, podcast, so we're back. And we just got into the doctors, and we're waiting for Carson had to do a urine sample. And we're waiting for some cotton swab because it's kind of difficult to get samples with Carson because he doesn't have, you know, that body part. So usually, you know, we was taught to have cotton swabs, and then they could test them from there. So we're gonna wait and see if they can find the cotton swabs, and then hopefully we'll be able to get his urine sample and see what's going on. Right? Say what's up, buddy. Car, show me your mask.
Show me your mask. Who in your mask, Car?
Y'all see my baby here? He rocking his fro today because he ain't want me to do it.
He gonna eat you.
What you watching?
LGTV.
Yes, y'all, he does not talk like a baby. He is talking like a baby just because. But when we get to the back, then we'll see what happens from there. Alright guys, hit y'all back in a minute. Hey guys, we back. We're back home now, so we had to put some little gauzes on Carson because they didn't have no cotton balls, so we put some gauzes on him to
Collect some of that.
collect the iron, and then we'll squeeze it out and have to put it in his little hair cup or whatever. So now we're just waiting for the doctor to come and see where we gonna go from there. Look at Carson. Say hey, Car. Look at my baby here, y'all. Look at my baby here. Carson. Carson.
Car. Look at mommy camera.
Say hey, Pride Castle. What's good?
What's
It was
up,
good.
Carson?
It was good.
So we up in Columbus.
Where we at, the hospital?
Yeah.
You gotta see your kidney doctor? Yes, sir.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Say, ain't I cute?
Mom too.
Say, I'm so cute.
I'm so cute.
You sure is. Can I have a kiss? I love you.
Oh.
I love you. You love mama? Yeah, I know. Can I see your shirt? Your shirt is so cool. Who is that on your shirt?
Kitty.
Woody. Who else? Toy Story Gang.
Trying to get your stickers so
Toy
they can
Story
see your
gang.
info.
I said.
He said, I got it. Here, mommy will hold it. Here, mommy will hold it.
I'm over there.
Put it on your back.
I'm gonna put it on my back. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
It is on my feet.
It is on my finger.
I did.
Let me see my baby. He wore a little crocodilies. He wouldn't let me put on his New Balances. But he's cute. So he's good. He's good. We just wanted to check back in with y'all so the doctor come, and then we'll let y'all know what the doctor said, because I don't know if they like to be recorded and stuff like that.
We're gonna try to keep them out of it if we can. You know?
Yeah, so we'll let y'all know what they said in a few. And then, yeah.
Yeah, there's go.
Yeah,
We just waiting.
just waiting. That's all we can
Carson,
do.
all he needs is tablet, so he good.
Sorry. Yeah. You think you peed enough?
Alright, we're gonna check you real quick.
Yeah, check you.
Sorry.
Cool.
They go, let me see real quick, Pop.
What floor we on? 6? We on the 5th. It's pretty nice up here, guys.
Yeah, it is.
Nice, nice, nice. They called a cold red, and I got a little skirt. We on the 5th floor. Now we gonna get downstairs. You know, I figured, you know, me personally, I like to examine things out when I'm places. So yeah, I'd be like, all right, now could I jump off of this? You know, could I throw Kenny off first, then tell Kenny to grab Carson, broke Carson down, or I might go down with him. I ain't sure.
You gotta go first if it's a situation.
Why would I go first?
I know you seen that movie with the and they had to jump off the bridge. They had to jump off the bridge.
No,
you go first to
first.
catch the baby.
You're bigger. You're gonna go first. So you have longer arms. Me, he can fall down on me.
So I'm gonna be able to toss him better to you.
No, I can toss him better to you. I might come with him, so we might have to grab him. We dead. We dead.
We gonna
God forgive me, Lord.
we gonna figure this out. Alright, hold on. Stay still, Paul. We about to get this sample one way or another.
Hopefully we got enough urine. You already took the gauzes off?
Yeah, I tried to squeeze him out. Wasn't that coming out? Really?
Really? I wish he had on his other bag so I could show them his bag.
Yeah.
He don't have on his bag that covers his stool, so I won't show him with that yet. We're trying to collect some urine from him. You gotta be good. Y'all probably can't really see his bag. His bag is right here. Squishy, squishy. Huh. That's my bag. We change him about every 3 hours, maybe even 2. Because he sometimes goes to the bathroom a lot. Sometimes he don't stool a lot, but he definitely pee a lot. Yeah. So we're trying to get this pamper right here and see if he can squeeze some urine out of there and put it in a cup. I'm not sure because it'll be super hard to calf him. And we do not want to do that. We can't calf him. Like, in order for Carson to get calf, he has to go to the OR. Like, he'd have to go under anesthesia because you can't just calf him, and it would literally be very painful for him. And I ain't sitting here letting that happen. So we gotta try to make. Here, put these other ones in here. Let's see what happens. You think if we wet them, but then water will show up in them. So we gotta try to make something shape.
Here's your kiddie film bouquet. Remember, you got 1 hour to play. Awesome. Thank you for that.
Wow, this kiddie pool is so cool.
Hopefully we'll be able to get a sample. If not, I'm not sure what they do up here. It probably would have been easier with the cotton balls because they're so much thinner and small. But we'll have to. I don't know.
Hold on, baby. I'm just
If
trying
they
to
do
make
need
you
a
pee.
sample to make
I know
sure
I'm
the
tickling you.
kidney is
I'm just trying to make you pee, okay?
good or whatever. He already blood work while he was in the OR.
I can make them
So he was already sleeping. They didn't have to feel that or whatever. They didn't have to go through that. So now it's just a waiting game. I'm such a happy kid.
Sorry.
I want to try to get
Try to get you to pee. Okay? Need you to pee for me.
Carson, you are so beautiful.
Okay.
I don't like you. I don't like you, Mom.
Girl, why would you say that?
Excuse me. Better watch your mouth.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't know who he be thinking.
You was the Kenny.
No, you is the kid. You is the
You're
kid.
Kenny.
I'm not Kenny. I'm mommy.
You're Kenny.
I'm mommy.
You're Kenny.
I'm mommy.
Kenny. Kenny.
He's a wild boy.
Kenny.
All right, y'all. So I'm gonna hit y'all back after we find out. What you using, the gauze?
Couple just came out. Yeah.
Why would you throw it away and not put it back? All right, I'm gonna hit y'all right back. We gotta do a little new bag real quick. Started leaking. He's taking the bag off. I'm gonna cut him a new bag up. You ain't got the other scissors?
Yeah, I cut it.
I got it. These are my favorite scissors because my fingers is like so fat.
So urgent that aliens are coming.
is back in. Stomach here. So I don't get no ridges or none. I like to put it in between these chubby thighs. Give it a little heat so it'll stick.
There's nobody here. Maybe they went to another room. I wonder where the aliens could be.
I'm gonna leave them so around, babe. I'm gonna leave them around. Show him his little kick. How we bring everything when we go places.
Got a little bit of everything in here.
Nice and warm like a hot cake.
Got bags. These bags right here.
Peel that piece off. Put it in the trash. Check them out. So he dry. Place it right where the stoma is. And I'll show y'all how that. Ain't got no stool or nothing in here. Bleeding just a little bit, but that's normal. The stoma is very sensitive. It's like your hole, right?
Yeah, it's
So
just
it's
like
very
intestine.
sensitive, yeah.
Yeah, it's just intestine sticking.
Just a little touch to it or anything can make it bleed.
It's
You
real
set your
sensitive,
hands on
even
it
the
for a little
gauze
bit,
being
give it a
on
little
it.
warm.
I think they're about to go home. Bye.
Dad's gonna put some extra strips on the sides because he leaks urine, then the urine kind of like goes up, around the bags, and then that's how the bags start to lift a little bit. Not always.
Bye.
This is his bag. Just freshly done. Here's my baby. Beautiful boy. And yep. And that is his bag. All secure and done. Alright, so we're still waiting on the doctors. I just want to turn the camera back on real quick because while we was trying to do some urine, we found out that he was leaking. So I was like, well, let me show them real quick how we do his bags. So we did that. And we're gonna hit y'all back after the doctor come in and she tells us whatever she can tell us, and then we'll go from there. All right. Say thank you. Oh, you're a mess, boy. He said he's gonna be a sucker. He is a mess. So now we at the urologist instead of doing a phone call, but it's because we were already up here. They decided to come over to the office and they'll talk to us in here. So we're gonna wait for the doctor to come in. Let's see what they saying. Hey, Carson on his second sucker.
Look at my mom.
Ryan's dad. Y'all, he like to call us Ryan parents. I don't know why.
He be trying to say I'm right on dad.
But he likes to call us Ryan's parents. So I have to respond to when he says Ryan's mom.
Yeah, right on.
Ryan's dad. And he even says it in public, Ryan's mom. Ryan's dad.
And if you don't answer him, he will keep saying.
If I say I'm not Ryan's mom, he will
I'm
be
Ryan.
Sit.
And mommy's Ryan mom. And
This is
daddy's
the second
Ryan
sucker.
dad.
Yeah, right on.
Ryan dad.
Yeah, right on. Can you sit down right on and eat your sucker right on? And wait till we go do our TV show right on?
No, Ryan dad.
Come on, Ryan. We gotta be good. We have the doctors right
Hey, I don't know.
You wanna be good?
Yeah.
Okay, let's be good, Ryan.
Ryan dad.
Who will it be?
Ryan dad, we going to the zoo.
We going to the zoo?
Yeah.
Where we going?
To the Jurassic World.
To the Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the dinosaur goes splash me.
You gonna splash you?
And I'm gonna get water on my head.
You going,
and you
Pepe?
too. You're gonna get water on your head.
I'm gonna get water on my head in the Jurassic World.
What?
I'm gonna swim in the water like
Like a seahorse?
a
seahorse?
Yeah.
You just rubbing that.
Carson say, "Sisse Bruno." Sisse Bruno.
I'm just eating the sucker.
Here we go.
I just eat
Ride
it,
that.
sir.
Ride that.
I'm just eating the sucker.
Yeah, Ryan. What kind of sucker is that,
His voice
Ryan?
is so deep.
Red.
What number on your
Red.
sucker, Ryan?
What number? Remember?
5.
Good
There you
boy.
go, Ryan.
So smart.
I didn't even know if you was gonna remember
That's
that.
your
Ryan.
little couch.
Yep.
That's how you was sleep in the car one day. Let me show you.
Let me see, Daddy.
Huh?
Let me see.
Hold on, Pop. This guy was locked up in the back one day. I'm like, he is in there locked up.
I was like,
You like those doctors? Yeah.
Yeah.
They nice, huh? They give you
I
suckers.
like them doctors around that.
You what?
I like them doctors.
You like them doctors?
He said, "I like them doctors." Ryan's dad.
I'm that.
Yeah, Ryan.
I'm just eating the sugar.
You Ryan?
Yeah.
You Ryan from Ryan Torview? Where am I kid?
Right there.
Hi. He said, "Daddy got to come back in 4 years."
I gotta come back in 4 years?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be a little bigger though. You gonna check me again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just lay on that.
Lay on that.
Lay on this?
Yeah.
What you gonna do? You gonna check me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm scared, dog. I'm scared.
Say, "Don't be scared."
Don't be scared.
Okay, go check him.
Can I watch some TV?
Yeah.
Go check him. Go check him, Doc.
Watch TV.
He watching TV.
Here, Carson. Check me.
You
back,
filling out
please.
papers.
Here, check me. Check my ear.
I don't even want to check.
You see?
Check it out.
Let me check everything. Is it good?
I think what I hear.
Is it good though?
Yeah, I put it right in there.
Oh, you gonna break my every time, dog. Wait in there. What is your
Crazy. Doctor ain't gonna fire you.
I'm gonna give you a shot.
Okay.
Michael.
It's gonna hurt.
You gotta climb on him, Doc.
Hey, do we gotta wait for somebody?
I don't know.
That hurt, dog.
Sorry, I need to put it back.
No,
Sorry.
you need to throw it in the trash. You don't use it again. You throw them in the trash.
Here, put it in
There's a lot
trash.
of them.
No, you don't need to open. Oh my gosh! Just throw. Here, give it to mommy, please. Please give it to me. Give it to me. Okay, put sanitizer.
Oh, be careful. No,
Sanitizer.
sanitizer.
Oh my God.
Come on, Car. Sanitizer. Oh, Carson is a mess. You understand me? Thinking he a doctor. I don't know what this kid think he's doing.
My ears was good.
Go sit on it.
Just got done talking with the
Go sit on it.
urologist and GI,
Go sit on
and
it.
we have decided to do him a bag for his germ. And now it's just figuring out when are we going to
My name is Kenneth.
when are we going to do it. So that's what we waiting for right now.
And my birthday is.
I don't know yet, but we're gonna talk about it and see if within a few months if we want to do it soon. So we're gonna figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out.
I'm pretty confident in the plan they got for him. Seems like he's gonna be okay. Everything gonna work out in his favor.
For sure. Yes. So guys, it is hours later and we are back home and I forgot to close out of the video. Jay's home now. Say what's up, Jay. Car. Say
It's the
what's up.
first time Jeffrey and video our friend.
Get that out your mouth.
What's up, Papa?
We chilling about to eat and just relax. It was a long ride and it was pouring down, raining. I mean, pouring down, raining. Daddy went to go get us some food though, so we just waited for Daddy to come back. And just wanted to tell y'all, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Subscribe,
And like,
comment,
and subscribe.
like,
Hit that little bell down
and you know,
down and
keep on supporting.
Down and play.
We coming with them bang gangs.
Come with those.
The bang gang.
Gang gang.
The bang gang.
Gang gang. The bang gang gang gang.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We out.
Want to play a game? With team. Love you. Bye.
Mellow guy, aren't you?
Yeah, take for your move for.
Smiling at him, huh?
You go, boy. You know what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, Carson. Yeah. Yeah, big boy. Look at your big boy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go, big man. Look at you and me. Look at what you. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yeah. Look at them legs. I'm free. I'm free. Mama, look at me. I'm free, Mama. Mama.
good.
I see you. I see you. I see you.
You want?
All right. All right.
He's a trooper.
Yeah. You are. Yes, you are, sweetie. Oh, he's peeing. He's peeing into here.
Is he?
Yes.
Okay, Papa.
What are you peeing for? You tell me you don't like me?
It's okay.
That's okay. We're gonna get you cleaned up.
Sweetheart. Mama's got you. It's okay. Hey.
Okay, baby.
We're
Okay.
gonna get you a bottle here in a minute.
Okay, baby. Okay. Okay, baby.
Almost done, big guy.
Okay, baby. Okay, Carly. Okay. Okay. It's over, Papa. That one's over.
That wasn't fun, was it?
Baby.
Just something loose and it'll drain for about an hour and that's about it. So, and then loose on there.
It's okay.
Baby.
It's okay. It's okay.
You did it.
Sneak over here.
It's a big boy. It's a big boy. What the papa? What the papa? You didn't think you could be like people? You're not just getting lifted up with 4 or 5 people no more. You know that? 4 or 5 people. 4 or 5 people. Look at you, mama. Look at you, mama. Let me get this stuff out here. Oh, man. Let me get this out of here, Car.
Hi, baby. Hi, baby.
See you, mama. You
Hi,
up, Carly.
baby. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. Hi, big man. Hey, big man. Hi, mama's
Big as
baby.
you. You're almost big as your mom, Car.
Hi, mama.
You have your mom now.
Hi. Hi, baby.
What's up, Carly?
Hi, baby. Hi, big boy. Hi, baby.
Look at you. Look at you.
Hi, baby.
When you gonna start talking now, huh? I want to see you talking while you sitting up.
Hey, you've gotten so big.
Oh.
You don't even feel the same. You feel like a toddler.
You say
Toddler.
this.
Oh my God. He's so big. Oh my
Look
God.
at him smiling.
Oh my God, baby.
You feel good?
Hi, big boy.
It feel good to be up, huh?
Oh,
Oh, you get get to see everything.
I need a set of towels and washcloths and
It's so cozy.
probably
I want to get your hair so bad. I'm gonna put some water in there. Yeah, car.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're alright. You're alright. You okay? You gotta get used to being up again. Get used to being up again, Pa.
Now, the only sad thing about this is you're probably going to get on a regular rotation.
Okay.
So you're not going to have someone sitting outside the room.
Right.
Want you baba now?
Yes.
But they just gotta get it wet, probably.
So Pam went to go get me some stuff to get them washed up.
Right.
And she ordered his new bed.
You're a big boy. We gotta try and get this clothes like covered better.
You just gotta bring the paper up.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, covered. No more none of this. No more none of that, Pa. No more none of this.